Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And today we're giving away 250 XRP if we can get 500 likes on this video within 24 hours. I know I'm just testing it out. If it works, we'll be giving away 250 XRP in the next 24 hours, all right? So make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below because those are the requirements of this giveaway. And if you have no idea what to comment, the question of today is, what is your favorite fruit? I think mine would be mango, but let me know what yours is in the comment section down below. Today, let's start off with a very key and very interesting article. It reads, Ripple CEO, central banks review the XRP ledger for issuing stablecoins. Oh, is that pretty damn crazy? So we'll get to that in just a second, but first, Ripple could have signed more customers for its XRP-based ODL in 2020 if there had been more regulatory certainty. Now, this one hits like a truck, but I would say it's pretty damn obvious, right? It's just very sad to see that something as simple, possibly, as regulatory clarity or a level playing field could be all the change. It could literally bring Ripple from a $10 to a $40 billion company at least. Because I've just been thinking about it. Is there no way Ripple could grow at least 4 times if they could just operate at full speed? Well, I mean, maybe they wouldn't be 4 times as big already, but they could definitely have gotten so much further. And the big thing is, well, you might say, well, it's just 1 or 2 years that they have to wait. Those 1 or 2 years are key because everything is changing right now. The whole climate, the whole CBDC space, it is all changing so heavily. And the thing we're kind of wanting here is for one company to be the first, or one fintech or something like that to just start off and become the standard. And 1 or 2 years is a lot, especially if you consider the exponential or the butterfly effect or whatever you want to call it, the snowball effect, which kind of talks about exponential growth, right? Now, the first whole part here is mostly, in my opinion, about just, I guess, the first part here is about what I've just said about the ODL stuff and the regulatory clarity and how they could have gone further. The second part here is about an IPO. Brett Garlinghouse said, and what I said then was like, Ripple don't wants to be the first, and I don't think Ripple wants to be the last. I said something like that, and that's generally how I feel now. We have continued to grow the business, so I feel good how we continue to build the business, and there are very strong network effects, and I feel great on the position we are in. It was a little bit of a strange story with the Ripple don't wants to be the first, and Ripple don't wants to be the last. I thought it was doesn't want to be the first, and Ripple doesn't want. I don't know if he said it that way or if this is just a strange person writing it, if you guys get me. You know, a little bit of strange English. Same for starting a sentence with and. I don't understand. Maybe my English is not good enough, though. That could definitely be the case as well. Now, this is the more interesting part, though. At the end of the interview, Ripple's CEO also revealed that central banks have shown interest in using the XRP ledger to issue stablecoins. Specifically, Garlinghouse explained, and by the way, this is in The Scoop, Brett Garlinghouse explains how regulatory uncertainty around XRP has affected Ripple. It's a 50-minute podcast. You can check it out if you want, but there's also a transcript online if you want to check it out. Certainly, we do know of that central banks looking at the XRP ledger as open source technology to issue stablecoins. And that may happen. Frankly, it's open source technology, so necessarily we do not need to be involved in that. But as experts in using the XRP ledger, some are talking to us and we are trying to be helpful, and we think that this could be good for the overall dynamics of the XRP community. And what I think about the situation is there will be a time when it's not that crazy anymore to consider XRP as kind of as a standard for a lot of things. Why? Well, if I'm thinking about issuing a stablecoin, I would definitely not consider XRP as my first option. But I think with Ripple's plans, eventually that's really going to change, where if you think about a stablecoin, possibly you're also thinking about XRP. And some have told me, man, that's bad, right? No, it is not. No, it is not at all. Crypto Eddie has also explained on her channel before that the more that's being built, the more usage it gives to the coin XRP, the more necessity, the more use case, and all that type of stuff. Ethereum. How many people use Ethereum for the coin? Not that many. How many people have ever used an ERC20 coin? I'm going to say most people that have ever used an altcoin have also had an ERC20 coin in their life before. Or maybe I should say token officially. So yeah, think about that. Let's go. Facebook and Google soon to enable Bitcoin buying, businessman Jason Yanovitz asserts. This is pretty nice, right? But this is, again, a pretty heavy piece of news now that we've gotten. It'll come as no surprise that big tech and finance corporations are considering crypto behind the scenes. So, the founder of Blockwork Groups, Jason Yanovitz, took to Twitter to share that these organizations will soon be sharing this stuff as well. The thing is, though, it's not really bullish, it's not really bearish that he said something like this. Any odd-eyed person, whatever you want to say there, could have guessed this, right? Or could have speculated this much. I think we all understand as well that they're coming in. The only question is when exactly. He said, you think PayPal's big news, just wait for them to come in with their billions of dollars and billions of guys? In the contrary response, the issue of block sizes as a limiting factor was highlighted. A Twitter user wrote, not possible. If the US stimulus would have been paid out in Bitcoin, most people wouldn't have gotten it yet because it would take 3 years. Increase the block size limit or don't get anything. Now that refers actually to some guys who say, yeah, things could better be done on Bitcoin. But if you consider the Bitcoin TPS is probably, let's say 6, and you got, let's say, how many people get stimulus in the US? I don't know. But let's say everybody in the US were to get something, then they would have 300 million. Well, you do the math, 6 per second, times 60 for a minute, times 60 for an hour, times 24 for a day. So that's about 500,000. Well, 300 million divided over 500,000. Let me quickly do it on my phone, actually. Over 500,000. That's about, let's do it. That's about 0.000002% per day. If I've done my math right, which I don't know because I'm recording and sometimes it turned into a goofball because I should have done it the other way around. 500,000 over 300 million. But whatever. It's about the idea. I should have probably done it differently because now I did a little bit of a strange calculation. You guys get it though. How to calculate how many days it would take. I think it's pretty obvious, but you guys get it. So it would in this case here take over 3 years, which is interesting to consider, right? Because, well, if that wouldn't work, your second best option is Ethereum. Well, Ethereum has, let's say, 25 TPS, which most likely is going to change with Ethereum 2.0. But for right now, let's say it's about 4 times as fast. Well, it would still take about a year, let's say. And then XRP comes in with that crazy TPS. Boom shakalaka, It would be pretty damn simple to get it done through XRP. So from that perspective, if you go from the list here, not possible, not possible. It's a stable coin, so who cares about that one? And it is possible. Hey, it's pretty damn cool to consider that sometimes as well. So TPS is not an issue for XRP. And this part here that Facebook and Google will be coming in, I think is just stating the obvious, reminding us of something which is completely damn sure. Then, a legendary trader calls DeFi bullish, claims Ethereum could soon rally. Once more, we're stating the obvious. DeFi has been bullish for a very long time, and I don't really see any reason why it's going to fail, except for the fact that a lot of people are getting scammed. But the same thing kind of got there with ICOs, where it's really kind of a scam as a lot of people are getting their butts kicked and their money lost. But in the end, it survives for a very long while because there's also some necessity in that, right? And I guess since Ethereum is the most popular DeFi platform, yeah, that you're going to see a lot of growth in Ethereum as well of DeFi rallies. But I think that's, again, once more stating the obvious. So let's not waste too much time on that. Ripple. Number of XRP whales is rising while reasons for PayPal's disregard are revealed. So this one once more talks about the SEC's regulations for not listing XRP. So since the SEC has now come out with a proper framework, PayPal does not want to take the risk to list XRP. That's basically the whole thing. In their own words, PayPal and its custody partner Paxos were guided by SEC regulation for not listing XRP. And a lot of people have bought heavily into XRP during this whole statement. And since we didn't tank in price like crazy, I'm kind of guessing that people found this a pretty okay thing, or something like, once more stating the obvious, as if it were to be a hit, if people didn't expect this to be the reason or something like that, the price would have most likely dumped, as it's pretty damn heavy for the SEC to be like, you know what, don't list it to be certain or something like that, right? It's a pretty strange thing to come out if you were to ask me. So I'm thinking that, yeah, it's most likely just either something we already expected in that sense, or just not that bad, even if we didn't expect it, because it's not like a definitive thing. Couple of scenarios which are possible. Then the message of the long-term XRP charts up and away in 2021. I keep saying 2017 when it says 2021. I have a little bit of a thing for that. Well, this whole article here, which apparently has no pictures on this website. I don't know if I've blocked it with my advertisements blocking or what, because I see there's 30 here, which is quite a huge amount. 30 ads on one page. Whatever. It's once more stating, which I guess we can't see right now, there's a long-term reversal pattern going on right now, and he's thinking, well, XRP has not done too good for a long while, right? But things are looking to clear up, and in my opinion, plus his opinion, if Bitcoin is clearing up, altcoins will soon follow, so things are going to be going juicy. All right, things are going to be getting juicy, especially in the longer term. Short term, it's kind of dodgy because nobody knows exactly when things are going to go up, but things are looking bloomy, and I'm pretty damn positive if you were to get my honest opinion once more. All right, having said that, Bitcoin, 3 reasons why a sell-off is more likely than anything. Well, the most obvious reason is we've gone up for a very long while. All right, we've been going up all the way since March, and, well, there's a good reason that people might state that we have to go back down. Here, since it has been fairly long time since we saw a good long red candle, we might just see one very soon, which is a very obvious reason. Here they're saying number 1 is exchange whale ratio. According to Crypto Quant, the exchange whale ratio has hit 85% now, a level common among dumps witnessed in the past. For instance, this was the case with the price drops back in March 2020 and November 2019. Reason 2. Another metric related to the market's whales also shows that whales have been accumulating like crazy since early November, accumulating on average of $12,000 to $15,000 since 1 November. With the future being so uncertain, now would be a good time to start taking profits, especially since Bitcoin has failed to breach 16,000 level not once, but twice already. Reason number 3, let's quickly check that out. The third reason makes much more agreeable that a drop is around the corner. If we draw a Fibonacci extension starting from the top of 2017 to the bottom of December 2018, we can see that the price has hit the 78.6% fib, and we can see the resistance that a 50% level cost to Bitcoin. We can expect not a similar, but equally strong resistance at the current level. All of those indicators and the macro outlook of Bitcoin's price show that a drop is coming soon. Ergo, ignoring the on-chain metrics right now would be a blunder. Hence, since this drop in the price chart is expected soon, one must be prepared for it. Minimizing downside risks or hedging would be prudent right now, which again is a 50-50. Because once more, if we breach and we close above there pretty steadily, well, there's a good chance we're going to go to all-time high. Yet if we keep getting rejected, there's a good chance we're going to fall down lower. The next big support at about maybe 13.9 or 13.67, whatever, thousand, which is pretty damn far away. And then Ripple CEO jumped the gun, predicting banks would start using ODL. It's all about regulatory clarity. Well, the whole article here and the whole point of all of this is just, it is pretty obvious that Brad Garlinghouse was a little bit too bullish on the whole situation. Why? Well, he said some stuff concerning XRP about 2019 and about 2021, which might not come to fruition because of regulatory clarity. And now comes the debate, did he say this because he thought things would be fine? I mean, he goes to all these conferences, he talks with regulators all the time, so he could have expected things would have cleared up by now. Or is it because he just kind of had some hopeful thinking, wishful thinking, and he wanted to get the public on his side by being like, well, we had all these plans, but they couldn't work because of regulatory clarity, knowing full well the chance of it coming to fruition was kind of small. I don't want to be the judge, but I'm thinking actually that Brad had some pretty positive outsides or foresights, and they just kind of got stalled because of the climate. Yet his ideas were pure. But that's just my thoughts, though. I can't really confirm. All I know, though, is that the outlook for XRP is bullish, and things are really building themselves up, but it's just a question of when are things going to really hit the fan that people should be worried about. And is Bitcoin going to reverse first before it goes up to the moon? Might be a different question. But all in all, people are still buying, and retail is getting into it right now, so things are looking pretty damn juicy. But that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video.